It's time we had a talk. Let's get something said. No, it won't take long. You know it's getting very late. Don't cut me out. But now I've got you now.
Yeah, here's my other
Got it.
talk. All right, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Yourself?
Yeah, better than I was the other day.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you recovered from that.
Yeah, I leave Monday morning for Germany, so I'm glad I got better. Still
Okay.
not 100%, but I'll be fine.
Okay. So you got a couple of shows coming up.
Headbangers Open Air pre-party and the festival, and then then we come home 8 days, I believe, and then we go to Spain and then Belgium for Alcatraz. So
Awesome. Looking forward.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a hell of a lot of material to learn, because it is the Atlantic years. So I'm having to learn. Yeah, I'm having to learn like 5 different records, which takes a while to do, but it's going well, man. So,
But I mean, I saw you the stream from the Rock Hard Festival, which by the way was amazing, and that's the first time I actually realized you are the new frontman for Vicious Rumors. I wasn't aware of that.
Oh, really?
And then you played a lot of old classics, eh?
Yeah, because Jeff was able to secure a deal with a label and do an Atlantic Years box set with the VR record and Welcome to the Ball.
Yeah.
As well as the Live in Japan with Carl, the stuff that Carl was on, except for and digital, which we're doing anyway at Headbangers Open Air. We're doing that in its entirety.
Okay, great stuff. Wow.
Yeah, Soldiers of the Night as well. Gary St. Pierre, of the first singer, the guy that sang Soldiers, is going to be there, and he's going to do that first record, and then I'm going to come out and do digital.
Holy shit.
Yeah, kind of special, and Gary, I guess, went out in the band in the 90s at some point or something, but I guess he's really excited about doing it, and it's cool because, after all, this is 45 years of Vicious Rumors metal. So Jeff and Jeff's celebrating 45 years of this stuff, and quite an accomplishment.
That is a legacy for sure, definitely. How do you the last thing I knew about you was your days in metalchurch. How did that actually come to an end?
It's kind of a long story, but I had somebody that came into my life, and things weren't going that well with the band as far as personalities and whatnot. And I just got to the point where I was like, I really don't want to do this anymore with these guys. And so I quit.
Okay.
They also wanted to do the next record they wanted to do with me was a cover record of the first 3 records, which made no sense. Okay. Because it's like, they're saying, well, that way the fans can really, can really know that you can sing this stuff. But it's like, well, I've been in the band for 10 years.
Well, you're singing it live.
I've toured most of the world, singing this stuff live every night. And it's like, I don't need to prove any more than that. Plus, then it comes down to financial and stuff like that. So, all good stories have to come to an end sometimes.
Yeah. But hey, nevertheless,
I love the guys. I think they're doing great now. They got that new guy, Mark Lopes, who I think is a great fit. I've heard a couple of tracks that Kurt wrote on that new record, and they're pretty brutal.
Yes,
so I'm happy. I'm happy for the guys, and I hope that they do well.
It's definitely a return to the more angry David Wayne years, sort of. But
which for whatever reason, when I joined the band, that was who I liked, but we never could. Yeah. It was kind of a weird time with me in the band, because I don't think Kurt was at that time ready to write that brutal stuff. But who knows? I'm just speculating.
And I must admit, the sort of years you were with metalchurch sort of passed me by a little bit. And now only recently I sort of went back to Weight of the World and the other albums, and I must say that those are really, I sometimes doubt they actually get the credit they deserve. Those are
I
really good
appreciate
records.
that.
Really
Oh,
good
thank
records.
you. I have actually quite a few fans that tell me the same thing. They're like, sorry that you don't get much more attention. It seems like they kind of tried to bury you a little bit. I almost sometimes feel like kind of Ripper, how he felt about Priest.
Yeah.
They kind of just basically kind of tried to erase him.
Yeah, for sure.
Which
That's
seems
actually
a
quite.
little bit weird, but the thing is, I'm still here and I'm never going away. The fans are there. They come out to the Vicious Rumors show. They're wearing Metal Church shirts, which is awesome because that's crossbreeding, cross pollination, as you know.
Absolutely.
So it's all good, man.
No, and I think I was blown away when I saw. Unfortunately, I only saw the live stream, but your show at Rock Hard, wow! And you just hit all the notes. Everything was there, and it's really and the entire band, such a ferocious show. It was really energetic and out there. Like I really enjoyed that. That made that made me very receptive.
Well, nice. Yeah, we went out there and we did our best, and I guess we were on Rock Fabrique TV, I guess, and I don't know. I guess
that was it.
Quite a few live on the TV, and I don't know how many viewers, but I hear it was quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool for me too, because Rock Hard was the first festival I ever played in Europe with Metal Church 20 years ago.
Yes, I do recall. That year was another year I missed out, but I saw it on the stream as well.
Yeah, I believe that year Machine Head headlined. It's the only ones Pink Cream 69 was there. That's really the only ones I can remember. But they were really receptive of Metal Church on our show. They were really happy with it. And then I get to come back 20 years later with Vicious Rumors, who again is one of my favorite bands of all time. So I consider myself a pretty lucky guy and got to go back there and did it again 20 years later and destroyed, man. So pretty cool.
I think you're a great fit for the band. Awesome. I wish you guys all the best. But let's not ignore your album that you brought out. I guess this is my take on it. You used the Corona time and composed.
Well, to be honest with you, my friend, that record, Munroes Thunder, that started long before COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a whole backstory that I won't really get into, but that project was formulated by myself and my late wife.
Yeah.
And so unfortunately she passed a few years ago and all that. And
I'm sorry to hear.
I appreciate that, man. She fought a hard battle, but ovarian cancer is it's brutal.
It is.
But she asked me to promise her a few things, and one of them was promise her that this record would see the light of day. And I took that to heart. So, and I have to say, it would not have come out without David Mark Pierce. The players on the record is David Mark Pierce, who played the guitars, composed, engineered, produced. I mean, the guy wore just about every hat there is. We have Justin Zick on the other lead guitar, BJ Zampa from Dokken and House of Lords on drums. Dave did the bass and the guitars. And then we had what's that?
Mr. Wakeman.
I was just going to say, and a very special guest who's a good friend of Dave's is Oliver Wakeman. As we all know, Rick Wakeman's son, and Oliver's just as talented.
Right.
And when Dave asked me if he said Oliver wouldn't mind being involved, of course, what am I going to say? No. I said, give it to him. Let's see what he comes up with. And the first couple of things he sent me were just like, all right, just let him do all of it. That's fine. Whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
So he really added some depth to the record. And, the songs are all about my family history. My part of my heritage. I guess I had part of my family that was in the Black Watch, it was called, that helped Mary, Queen of Scots. So that's 1400, 1500s. I mean, that's some really old lineage right there. So I did a lot of research, to get it as close to the truth as I could but when you see the history books and all that, how can it all be truth?
Yeah.
There's a lot of embellishments, so I had to kind of pick and choose and whatnot. So I'll say it's loosely based on my family heritage.
So just
And
for all
David wrote all the music except for one song. Justin wrote the actual title track, Black Watch, and Dave finished it up. But yeah, proud of the record. But we're done. It's out. I think it's out of print now. Actually, I think I sold the last copies. And so I don't know. It's out, and I think it's pretty damn good. Actually,
it's pretty damn good. Like you said, I had to listen to it quite a few times, and I must say, for what I hear, obviously everybody hears something else, but I heard a strong sort of rainbowish, probably because of the organs and keys and stuff coming through, very metal meets hard rock kind of stuff, very sort of traditional kind of approach to it. Really, and some awesome playing, really good stuff. So for all the viewers, this is Munroes Thunder, the album Black Watch, out on Warner Chappell Music, huh?
Yeah, it's RFL. Is
Okay.
the record that it was on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, do check that out. Coming back to your main playing field, are you guys composing? Are you working on something?
Well, Jeff has been writing. He's always writing. And I've heard a couple things, just little snippets while we've been out on the road on tour. He'll break into something at the Airbnb. We pretend to try to stay at those as much as possible, so we can actually wash our underwear and our socks, as the road. But so I've heard a few things and all that. But right now, the focus is, because we're pretty busy. We've got Germany this coming week. Then we come home for 8 days. Then we go over to, I think it's called Ledyard's Metal Fest. KK's Priest is going to be there. Megadeth, that's in Spain. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Tim. I hope I can see Tim with KK and all that. But so yeah, that's going on in Spain, and then we fly over to Belgium to do Alcatraz, which that's a huge festival. So we come back from that, and then there are plans right now. It's being talked about for a short run in the U.S. in October to finish up some dates that we missed on the first U.S. run. And then it's Japan in November. So that'll be cool for me, because it'll be my first trip over there and my first time getting to play to the fans over there. So I'm really stoked. I'm very stoked about that. Yeah.
Killer.
We're doing that. And then after that, it's the, Christmas. It's, we got to get through the new year. And I'm sure, because things are already being talked about for next year. So with that said, that means most likely a new record.
Oh, great. I'm so
We've talked about it a lot, quite a bit. So, but right now, again, the main focus is accomplishing the Atlantic years tours and, these special shows that Jeff has lined up.
I'm noticing you guys are focusing more on the festivals. How is your feeling to not doing too many club shows? How's your feeling towards the whole live sector at the moment? I mean, I've just I wanted to go to several shows, Skull Symmetry, Flotsam Jetsam, all of it cancelled. So
yeah, well, in the U.S., we played some Mondays, some Sunday nights, and this and that, and we generally had some pretty good attendance, man. I mean, we really didn't have but maybe one or two shows out of all of those that, weren't packed. I mean, we got a really good response, man. The band was on fire, and although it's the first time we ever played together, and then we got over to Europe, and the club shows there were great.
Okay.
Very receptive. The opening bands were all cool because the guys were using backline and stuff, and I mean, we didn't have any problems. I mean, everything really went pretty smoothly, and Jeff gets out there, does all the driving. The guy's like a road warrior. It's just like gets us there safely and this and that. On to the next gig. We play. We go to the next gig. It's kind of like clockwork.
You like a Duracell battery.
He is. Yeah, he is the Energizer Bunny. I'm telling you, that guy.
Yeah. No, then it's probably hitting some bands, especially coming from the US, quite hard, that they have to cancel and just it all being too expensive over here. Yeah.
Well, here's something that we do and that we've been doing that a lot of the other bands, I guess, aren't doing or won't do. We get a Sprinter van. You know, we bring limited luggage. You know, we bring what we need, and it's to go out and rock.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, spread the word of Vicious Rumors again now, because they, you know, COVID hit, so they were out for a while, and you know, some other things I guess went on and within the band to have some time off and stuff. But you know, so yeah, we get out there and do what we can do.
I guess
I mean,
that's
we're not 25 anymore, and you know, to be honest, it can be kind of tiring at times. But you know, this is what we do. It's in your blood.
Yeah, but I guess that's what it is with some bands, probably aiming at big nightliners and stuff, and then it starts getting really pricey very quickly.
Oh yeah, I mean, but just the cost of fuel is, you know, ungodly. You know, it's astronomical.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can understand why these bands can't do it, and I can understand why some won't do it, because they do have to have certain comforts.
Yeah, yeah. No, definitely. So are you planning to do the Munroes Thunder thing live at all, or will it just stay a studio thing?
I think it's just going to stay a record right now, but maybe in the future, with you know, if the time comes when I go out and do some shows on my own, that I'll probably throw in a tune or so.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but no, you know, we're not going to be an actual band and tour. Too busy with Vicious Rumors.
Yeah, but that's a good thing, huh?
Yeah.
There's a luxury problems. No, awesome. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for your coming shows here, and I'll also post a link to your solo album below. Awesome talking about that. So everybody do check out that album, and obviously keep your eyes peeled. Vicious Rumors are coming over here to Germany. If you're in the vicinity of Keep It True, go.
Headbangers Open Air.
Sorry, Headbangers Open Air. There you go.
Yeah, we already played Keep It True.
But that Keep It True you've already done. That's where I'm getting it mixed up. And sorry for the wrong directions. But yeah, go check out the band, support metal. And Ronnie, it's been great chatting to you.
Thank you so much for having me on. Be good and be in touch, my friend, and we'll talk.
I will be in touch.
All right?
Definitely.
Okay, brother.
Keep
Peace.
well.
Later.
Cheers.